History often glorifies the triumphs of Roman generals, painting a picture of unstoppable might. Yet, the true story of its dominance was something far more brutal, more relentless, and utterly unforgiving. The colossal shadow of Rome stretched across the ancient world, an empire estimated to encompass between 45 and 75 million inhabitants during Augustus's reign, its legions driving conquests from Britain to North Africa. We're taught of singular battlefield brilliance and the genius of Roman military tactics. But what if the true bedrock of this empire, the hidden force enabling its relentless expansion, lies buried beneath these heroic narratives? What if Roman dominance stemmed from a mechanical truth, largely unacknowledged? The astonishing truth reveals Rome's imperial reach was forged less by tactical brilliance and more by an uncompromising reliance on logistical infrastructure. A vast, intricate web of roads, meticulously constructed fortified outposts, and secure communications formed these unseen arteries. These vital networks permitted the seamless movement and continuous sustenance of forces across immense, often hostile distances. These systems, not individual generals, were the true enablers. Yet, this relentless expansion came at an incomprehensible human cost. The initial years of the Second Punic War alone, between 218 and 201 BC, saw the Roman military suffer approximately 150,000 casualties. This wasn't a sign of weakness, it was a chilling testament to a brutal, calculated strategy of attrition. Rome demonstrated unparalleled resilience, raising and deploying forces again and again, absorbing losses that would cripple any lesser power. This capacity for sacrifice, fed by an unparalleled logistical machine, allowed them to simply outlast their enemies. But even this logistical titan possessed hidden vulnerabilities. There was a breaking point, a fragile edge shrewd adversaries eventually learned to exploit. Supplying Roman armies in distant Mesopotamia, for instance, proved exceptionally challenging, pushing capabilities to their limits. It demanded colossal transport of vital resources over hundreds of kilometers from distant Syria, Egypt, or even Anatolia. These lengthy supply lines snaked through hostile territories, where every convoy was a potential target, every mile a gamble. The sheer scale of this daily demand is difficult to grasp. Consider Tiberius's expedition into Germania in 4 AD, 27,500 men supported by 10,000 animals. To sustain this force, Rome required an astounding 56 metric tons of provisions every single day, 25 tons of wheat, 7.5 tons of additional food, and 23.5 tons of barley for the animals. Imagine the endless, grinding effort to move such a mountain of supplies day after day. This relentless logistical burden ultimately became Rome's undoing, particularly when facing the cunning forces of Persia. As Roman armies marched deeper into enemy territory, their advances became increasingly untenable, each step further from vital supply hubs. While individual Roman soldiers carried 17 days of personal rations, the overall logistical strain was immense and unsustainable. Persian defenders, masters of a different kind of warfare, skillfully avoided direct confrontations. Instead, they ingeniously weaponized the very land against the invaders, implementing devastating scorched earth tactics, orchestrating mass evacuations, and systematically destroying crops along Roman routes. They deliberately exacerbated Rome's supply problems. This forced Rome to manage increasingly heavy, slow-moving supply trains. These vulnerable, elongated columns became prime targets for relentless Persian raids, diverting critical Roman military might from direct engagements and exposing the true, brutal fragility beneath the empire's once formidable facade. Its perceived invincibility crumbled not on the decisive battlefield, but insidiously, along the very supply lines meant to sustain it. This reveals the hidden truth of its most brutal and ultimately unwinnable wars. The implications are profound. This wasn't merely a historical footnote, it was the fundamental mechanism by which an empire rose and fell, its very existence dictated by the infrastructure meant to sustain it. The question isn't whether this happened. The question is why no one said it sooner.